Do you or your children have the cold or the flu? If so, I have the perfect elderberry recipe for you. It's Jody with All About the Harvest, and today I'm going to show you how to make an elderberry apple juice recipe. For all things food related, please subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button to be notified when I post a new video each Wednesday. Taking elderberry can help prevent a cold or the flu. But what happens if you already have the cold or the flu? Well, you can take elderberry as well, and it will actually shorten the time of your cold or flu. Today's recipe is the perfect recipe if you already have the cold or the flu, or you just aren't feeling well. It's great for children as well, and it's perfect for vegans. I got the idea for this recipe from the book Elderberries by Alicia Bayer. I will put a link to her book in the description of this video. Okay, so what we're going to do to make this recipe is we're going to pour 2 cups of apple juice in a pan. I've already done that. To that 2 cups of apple juice, we are going to put 1/2 cup of dried elderberries. Going to stir that around, and you're going to simmer that for 30 to 45 minutes. After it's done simmering, I'm going to take a potato masher and mash the elderberries, and we're going to add this back to additional apple juice. I'll come back when this is done. Now that the elderberries have simmered for between 30 and 45 minutes, I am going to mash them with the potato masher just to get out any additional juice. After this, you will strain them through a strainer, and then you will add it back to your apple juice. So we put 2 cups of apple juice in here. A typical apple juice container around by us is 64 ounces. That's a 1/2 gallon. This particular recipe calls for 32 ounces, so that's a 1/2 container. And 32 ounces is a quart. So what I did is put the apple juice in a quart jar. Then I took out the 2 cups that we started with and put it in our saucepan, added a 1/2 cup of elderberries, and now I'm going to strain that out, strain out those elderberries. We've actually lost quite a bit of liquid. A full cup. So what you'll do is you'll add this back to the apple juice. So you can drink this as is. It will be wonderful for both adults and children. You can drink it warm or you can drink it cool. If this is too strong, you could add this to the rest of that container of apple juice to dilute it more. But if you wanted it to be stronger, you can change the recipe for that as well. And I'm going to go over that in just a moment. The nice thing about this recipe is that it will help get those fluids back in your system when you're not feeling well. The same thing for your children. I encourage you to try this recipe and let me know what you think. I also want to share a few variations to this recipe. So with this recipe, we used a half a cup of elderberries to 32 ounces of apple juice overall. We did take 2 cups of those 32 ounces, and that's what we boiled the elderberries in. You would do that same thing as a variation. You would do that same thing. Take 1/2 cup of elderberries and simmer that into 2 cups of apple juice. Mash it with the potato masher, strain out the elderberries, and that is a very concentrated form, just that those 2 cups, that is a very concentrated form of this same recipe. You could sip on that throughout the day. With that, you could also warm it up. You could add additional things to that as well. If you had a sore throat, you could drink that warm. You could add some honey if you're not vegan. You could take the same recipe, and instead of adding that elderberry juice concentrate to 32 ounces of apple juice, you could add it to the rest of that 64-ounce bottle of apple juice. The other thing you can do with this is take that liquid and freeze it into popsicles. That'll be great for kids and adults alike, help with sore throats, and it's also a nice treat that's healthy as well. So those recipes were all variations of that elderberry book from Alicia Bayer. Another version of this recipe that I'm going to try is using different juices. For example, I'm going to use grape juice. I can and make homemade grape juice at home, so I'm going to try this with grape juice. But you could also use it with the commercial Welch's grape juice or any other juices that you like. Basically, if you're feeling ill, you're going to want to get this in your body somehow and in your children's bodies. So using whatever juice your children will drink or you will drink will be just fine. Remember, you can use this even if you're not sick. Taking elderberry prior to getting sick can actually help prevent the cold and flu. So you can take this as a preventative as well. I've also made an elderberry tea video. It is a 3-ingredient vegan-friendly recipe, and I will link that in the description below this video, and I'll also link it at the end of this video. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that like button. If you'd like more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button to be notified when I post a new video each Wednesday. Well, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoy your elderberry apple juice. Let me know how it is in the comments below.